Hey, it's Bunny, and I wanted to come on here and talk about degeneracy, basically. Yeah, degeneracy, because that's what this is, right? And like, I'm gonna let y'all watch this clip first, and then I'm going to go in between with my commentary, and yeah.
So this past weekend, me and two of my bestest homegirls in the whole wide world went to Epcot in Orlando to celebrate my birthday. March 29th, big Aries energy, whoop whoop, whatever. Okay, cool. So we get there, and of course, everybody's dressed up. I did the Ariel thing. My homegirl did Sleeping Beauty, drinking, whatever. We all dressed up in our little fits, and it was cute. So it was different groups of girls that were there. Black women specifically. I'm calling you out because I wouldn't be me if I didn't. Okay. So Disney World is a family-friendly amusement park. Keyword on family. The amount of tennis skirts and ass cheeks that I saw at Disney World gave me secondhand embarrassment it's going to take me 2 weeks to recover from. There is no reason why you are dressed up as Princess Tiana and your ass is hanging out the bottom of your skirt. It's not. And I'm talking about March the 29th. Y'all was at Disney World and it was ass everywhere. Ass everywhere. We talking about babies in strollers, 5-year-olds walking around with their daddies. Like a family-friendly amusement park. Do y'all have to hoe up every damn event? Help me to understand. What would make you comfortable enough to wear a tennis skirt so short it's 6 inches of raw ass hanging out the bottom of it? We at Disney World. My
Okay.
God.
So as y'all saw in that clip, right? The woman described seeing 6 inches of raw hiney. But the one of the women who were, well, the main woman that was what this woman was describing came out, and so I'll let y'all watch that clip, and then I'm gonna come back with my commentary and just like ramble for a bit. Yeah.
Princess Tiana. I went to Epcot on March 29th. I'm replying to the young lady's Ashanti's video, who was also there celebrating her birthday. As we all know, that TikTok is a new trend that everybody go. They hang out with their girls. They have a good time. Most girls go for their birthday or just a good trip just to hang out. I was Princess Tiana. I was also celebrating my birthday. Also big Aries energy. And I'm making this video not to be confrontational, but just to get things out there. For one, what you have on don't determine who you are as a person.
Okay, y'all, I said I was going to let the clip play, but I have to interject. Her saying what you don't have on doesn't define you, doesn't, you know. I kind of get it, but at the same time, if I'm out here in floss, right? You know how the girls are now wearing pleaser dresses, and I'm gonna go into that later in the video, right? If I'm in a stripper's uniform and somebody assumes I'm a stripper and says, "Shake that ass for me," do I have a right to be offended? So if we now say, you have no morals, you're degenerate, you have no class, no decorum, all of that stuff, right? And we can see your raw, bare cheeks out at Disney World where there are children. Well, yes, you're going to be called those things, right? I don't like, but anyways, I'll let the clip play and then I'll probably interrupt again. I'm sorry.
Person. To say that, oh, we were hoeing it or whatever she said, I don't know the exact words, but what you wear doesn't define who you are, number one. Number two, we all were having a good time, and everybody that goes to Epcot pretty much like wears, this is the trend, everybody wears, the shirts with the skirts and hang with their girls. Everybody have a good time.
So she keeps repeating the whole thing about it doesn't define you, da da da. Again, agree but completely disagree with what she's trying to insinuate, that we're all just judging her for no reason, and I'm so shocked, and her saying, oh, I don't think saying that we were hoeing it up is accurate and da da da. Ma'am, if you are wearing a skirt that has your ass out, bare cheeks at Disneyland, you're hoeing it up. I don't. Are we dumb? Too grown to be doing this. Too grown. I don't understand, right? And then she's gonna say, um, oh, we were having a good time. I don't give a fuck if you were having a good time. You went out the house like that, not no shorts or nothing. You're no, like, and also, why are grown women going to Disneyland to have fun? I this is like y'all couldn't go to like I don't know a nice bar, grill. I don't know, like it's weird. And she's saying, "Oh, it's the trend." Da, da, da. Baby, you should know. You're too grown. You look at least 35 to be doing this. You know, you should know. You know already that you can't do certain stuff, right?
So I'm naturally thick. I don't have a BBL. I don't have any surgery of any kind.
Also, I forgot to mention, like, ma'am, why are you driving and making a video right now? Focus on the road. Stupid. Like, right? And why are we mentioning, oh, I have a natural body, no BBL, no nothing. I've been naturally thick. Da, da, da. Ma'am, nobody asked. We all knew. We all knew you've naturally been heavier, right? I could tell by your neck. We weren't surprised, okay? Let's be, you're trying to humble brag while you're being called out for being a perv at Disneyland, and you're focused on telling everybody, oh, I don't have a BBL. I'm natural. Shut the fuck up. And if you've been naturally thick your whole life, you should know that there's certain things that you can't wear. That when the skirt hikes up at the back, right? I know this. I'm not like super thick or anything, right? But even with me and my little booty, like I can't wear certain shit without shorts. Like I knew I have shorts to wear under certain things, and I know, right? Who is not teaching? Like you're 35. Ma'am, you're 35. How I expect to tell a younger woman this, right? You're telling me you got to the age of at least 35 and you don't know about none of this? This is why Monique came out and was like saying the stuff about my sweet babies, stop wearing the bonnets and the da da da. And y'all were dragging her, but this is why the youth of today are fucked. Just look at oh my god.
Because you're not comfortable in your skin does not mean that I'm not comfortable in my skin. And Epcot was really fun. We had a ball.
If being comfortable in your skin means having your bare ass out at a place for children and families, means that I'm uncomfortable in my skin, okay. I'm so okay with that, right? And it's obvious you're comfortable in your skin. It's very obvious. Hence the cheeks out at Disneyland around children and families. Okay? And I hate when they pull this narrative. Oh, you're jealous. I'm young and ma'am, you're 35. I respect my elders so much and I look up to them, but not ones like this. I think you're trash. Yep, I think you need to be locked up. And this is why we have degenerates in our community now. This is why the image of unambiguous black women is degeneracy, because y'all love to push this shit. Y'all don't want to be adults. This is the same woman, I bet you. She's a friend to her child, and her child is a degenerate just like her. We are cooked. They are cooked. And you see how she keeps going on and on about, oh, we had a ball, we had a time. A time was had. Nobody cares. You're being accused of being a PDF file. At least I'm accusing her of that. I don't give a fuck. Because who besides a PDF file would do that? But no, you're so focused on getting male attention, even if it's from little ass children getting attention, even if it's from families and children and mothers who are looking at you like you're disgusting. You put it on. You said, my ass looks fat, and you didn't see nothing wrong with it. You need to be locked up immediately.
And as far as kids, who care? That's their kids.
And this is the problem now. Which type of person says, who cares about the kids, when you're doing something that exposes them to sexual stuff early? Because I don't care what any of you say. Cheeks out is sexual. That's indecent exposure, right? We all know we would love to be in a world, right, where the female body, where naked bodies aren't sexualized and things like that, right? But unfortunately, it is. Okay? So we have to come into reality and think about what we're doing and think about other people. There are social norms and manners and things like that, right? You can't just walk outside naked. You can't just show your bare cheeks out at at a child's environment, environment geared towards children and families. Like, everything goes out the window about your rights and freedom of expression when you are exposing children, when you're exposing other people to your naked body. Okay? And you're saying, some of you are going to say, oh, she wasn't naked. Da, da, da. If I can see your cheeks, you are in some form undressed. You are not dressed appropriately. Okay? Back when I was in high school, right? They told us, right? We do not want to see your undergarments. Don't stuff like that, right? They were preparing us, right, for the real world, because that is not. You cannot do that. That's indecent exposure. That's offensive, right? And this is the problem now. Why we are seeing so many women who do not, young and old, who are just dressing like they have no sense, going out in floss, in pleasers dress, pleaser shoe heels, sorry, right? Y'all are going out in all of this stuff, wearing bare cheeks out with the bubble shorts on public transport and shit. Like,
Kids. I'm forever gonna wear what I'm comfortable in. Every last one of those skirts had shorts under them. And this video is strictly for clarification and just so you guys can see what we had on.
And so she says, right? And she's just a liar, right? First of all, you look guilty. What, like, would you not take off your sunglasses, right, while clarifying things and stuff like that? I just, the whole thing is weird. The I don't care attitude, driving while recording the video, super weird. Like, yeah, but her saying, oh, I'm forever going to wear what I'm comfortable in. That was comfortable to you? And she's saying that, all of them had shorts underneath, all the skirts had shorts underneath. Well, clearly they hiked up and were between your ass cheeks, right? Because every thick girl knows, every girl with a behind knows, right? That shit is going to hike up, right? And so you could have shorts underneath there, right? But they would still hike up, so we could still see your bare ass. And especially with the type of ass I'm assuming she has, a little donkey, big ass donkey booty, right? And that's not derogatory, right? That's me just saying, okay? It hikes up at the back, so of course we still saw your cheeks, right? You know damn well you were walking and it was up your butt cheeks and you did not give a damn. Because you didn't wear the proper shorts underneath. You did not care. right? And you're saying, oh, this is for clarification and not right? So all you clarified is, right, and saying, oh, just for y'all to see what we had on. We know what you had on, and you still showed your bare ass cheeks. If somebody, not only this woman, I swear to God, there were other videos, right, but I couldn't find them, of women talking, other people saying that, yeah, I saw them too. I saw right? So if not one, but at least two other people come out and say that they saw that shit, obviously you were not dressed appropriately, right? And I really hope Disneyland starts to have like a dress requirement and things like that. Like no pants, no shirts, no shirt, no service and stuff like that, right? And can we start calling these women perverts yet? No, seriously. Like this is perverse behavior. This is degenerate behavior. Y'all need to be locked up. Um I don't care. I don't care. This is how so many female predators get a pass and are not confronted and things like that, because y'all love to handle female predators with baby gloves, right? Y'all love to say, oh, pass it off as, oh, I'm young and turn, I'm da da da. No, you are 35. Act accordingly. Okay? I don't care about the young girls as well. Again, the young girls doing it, in my head, it's like, oh, because you're young and nobody ever told you, right? You're acting this way, right? But I still think they're a problem in it. I still think it's a problem, right? But because this woman is an older woman, I'm going to specifically mention her age, right? And I'm sorry for the older women who are following me, right? Because I feel like every day now, like I'm talking about older women and like bashing them, right? But no, like, oh my God, it's so upsetting for me, because it's like, I look up to y'all. Like, why are you doing this? Why are you being a degenerate? Why are you being a pervert? And I feel like she's doing this because she wants more eyes on her. This is her way. These women are femcells. They don't have a pedestal. They don't have anything. So now they have to get their attention. They have to get their pedestal, right, from soliciting sexual attention, right, at Disneyland. Like, are you high? Is it crack? Like, it's disgusting. It's really disgusting. These women needs to be locked up. And you know what? This is why I don't feel sorry when they complain about their image, because they love to push stuff like that. They love to just accept it. When people were saying stuff about the little the floss, I can't remember the exact name of like the dresses I'm talking about, right? But it's floss. That's what strippers wear, right? And they were wearing them to clubs, they were wearing them to brunch, to their birthday dinners and stuff like that, to bars, and like the little shorts and stuff like that, the little frill shorts, and like bubble skirts as well, and not having any shorts or anything like that. Like, y'all. Like, this is why I don't care, because y'all love saying everybody else, oh, you're just not confident, you just don't understand, and all da. So if I'm a hater and all that stuff, don't complain about your image. Don't complain about not being taken seriously, about being hypersexualized, about people calling you all types of hoes and stuff like that, because you do it to yourself. Y'all love that behavior. Y'all love hoe culture. Y'all love complaining about being seen as hoes and Jezebels and all of this stuff and promiscuous. But y'all love pushing that shit. Y'all claim to hate Sexy Red so much, but hasn't she won an award? Like, Sexy Red is everywhere. This is what I mean. When y'all embrace degeneracy so much, Sexy Red is your representation, and y'all are surprised about I've talked about it before, I think last video, right? About how that ballet teacher, right? MLS woman. And do you not find it funny? Y'all are gonna hate me. Somebody is gonna hate me for this, right? But why is it that the woman who called this out, right, seems to be a light-skinned woman, right? And another woman who called out the fact that her children, little girls, were asking her to play Sexy Red, the ballet teacher, right? Was also seemed to be an MLS woman. Why is it that MLS women are more so down to protect little children and call out the degeneracy in the community than actual black women? Like, are y'all? But MLS women are overall just evil. Okay, okay. But it wasn't us saying, "Oh, you're a hater. Oh, you're doing too much for crying about them wanting to hear Sexy Red and it's not that serious and stuff like that." Okay, so when y'all keep being treated as trash, please don't cry. Please keep it to yourself, right? Because I don't care. I've long not cared anymore. And y'all were crying at first, right? There was a lot of pushback to Sexy Red. And y'all were saying how, it negatively like affects my image and stuff like that. And like at first I was on the bandwagon, right? And then I realized I don't care. I really don't care because y'all don't care, right? And Sexy Red seems to be having an amazing career. A lot of women who are talking about the nastiest stuff, y'all keep saying, "Oh, we don't want to hear about it. We don't want to hear Megan talk about her pee anymore." But y'all seem to love it. Y'all seem to stream it, right? Anything toxic, y'all seem to love and stream it and stuff like that. So what does it matter anymore if I for me to like protest Sexy Red and all of this stuff? I don't care. I don't care anymore, right? And to me it feels like, well, that's not my image. Like, we're different. So my image, I don't identify with Sexy Reds of the world. I kind of like hood culture and stuff like that. I was raised in the hood and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like, uh, like, what's that got to do with me? Because y'all don't care. Y'all don't care. So yeah. Moral of the story: I genuinely hope this woman gets locked up. I don't trust her. I would not trust her around children. And as somebody whose job is to safeguard children, no. I hope she gets arrested. I hope these women get banned. Specifically this woman as well. Yeah, I just do not trust these women. I do not trust her. I think she's perverse, very perverse. I think she's a degenerate. I think she's disgusting. I think her mentality is very dangerous and scary, especially for a woman of her age. And yeah, I hope y'all like this. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. Bye.